Hey guys, welcome back to ATM Coding Studio. Today we will see how to create this navigation drawer with the item selected listener. So as you can see, when we select on every item that's inside the navigation drawer, a toast will be displayed. So guys, let's start it. But before starting, make sure to subscribe to the channel and also click on the bell notification icon for more videos like this. First of all, you need to open your Android Studio, create a new project, select an empty activity, next, and in here give your Android application name. We go with the navigation drawer demo, and also you can change the package name according to your need. If you want to change the location for your project, you can change it, and also language for your project. And if you want to change your minimum SDK, you can change it from here. After that, finish. First of all, you need to import the icons. To import the icon for our navigation to our items, for that you need to go to the resource folder. From there to the drawer, right click on the drawer, new, and from here select vector assets. From here you can import your vector assets. First of all, okay, in here change the name. We will rename it to IC Home. Next, then finish. Okay guys, we will quickly import our other icons in the same way. Now that the icons for our items of the navigation drawer is imported, what we need to do is to build our menu for our navigation drawer. For that, we will go to the resource directory, right click on it, and there in here create a new Android resource directory. From here, first of all, what you need to do is select the resource type. We will say it is a menu type, and then we name it menu. Okay, finish. After that, right click on the menu, new, and create a menu resource file inside our menu. We name it navigation drawer demo, and okay. Now that our menu resource file is created, go to the code mode, and in here we will create 3 items for our upper navigation drawer and 2 items for our lower. First of all, create an item. For every item that we are creating inside our navigation drawer, 3 attributes are necessary that we should give it. First of all, we need to give an ID. We will say add an ID. We name it home. This should have a title, and for the title we say this is the home title, and also this item should have an icon a drawer home. After that, we will do the same for our other 3 items. Now that we have created our 3 items, we will go with other 2 items that we will be showing below these 3 items for communication. And for that, what we need to do is first we should create an item. We give the item a title, and after that we will close that item. Inside this item we will create a menu, and inside this menu we will have our other 2 items for communication, which is for sharing and also for rating. For that, we will create an item, we'll give an ID and also a title of share, and we will give an icon to this item, IT share, and we will do the same for our other item. We'll give an ID, and we give this ID name, say rate, give him a title, raters, and choose the icon for this item. Now we are done with this. As you can see, the navigation drawer is displaying like a menu. So to change that display, what we need to do is go to the menu, and in the menu what you need to do is go to the tools, and from here show in equals to navigation view, and for this code to work, first we need to import the tools in here, and after that it will be working fine. And also in here change the ID to settings. Now that the menu for our navigation drawer is completed, we need to build our either of our navigation drawer. For that, what we need to do is go to the layout, right click on the layout folder, layout, right click, and from here create a new layout resource file, navigation drawer header, change the design view to the code view, and here we will change the layout manager from constraint layout to the linear layout, and also in here you need to define the orientation for our linear layout. We say that the orientation is vertical, and if you wanna give a background, you can set the background for our linear layout. We say that the background, and we choose a color, and after that for displaying our image on the header of the drawer layout, instead of using a simple image view, we will use a circular image view. For that, what you need to do is go to the browser, in here search for the circular image view, and go to the GitHub repository. All you need to do is add the circular image view library to a project. Control C and go to your Android project. In here find the build.gradle, your app build.gradle, open it, and in the last part Control V. Now that we have pasted the library, we will sync the project. It will take some time to sync the project. Now that the sync is completed, go to the GitHub repository. From here just copy this line of code, Ctrl C, and come back to your project, and in here paste it. We do not need all of that. We change the width and height for this. We will set it 96 dp, and also for the height we will set it to 96 dp. For the image, we will import an image from our driver folder, and also give a padding to our layout so the display would be a little better. We will give a 16 dp padding. Now below the image view, what we will do is to display our application name. Select a text view, give an height and weight, wrap content also for the height wrap content, and in here give a text. We'll give a padding of top 8 dp, and also for the text size we will say the size would be 18 sp. For the text style we would say it would be bold, and also we change the color for our text. We will say the color would be white. Now that we are done with that, you can also create a text view if you want to show your website or your Facebook link or your YouTube channel, or wrap content, navigation at gmail.com. And one more important that you need to take care of is to change the linear layout I from match parent to wrap content. Now it's better. Let's go to our activity main.xml, change from design view to the edit view or code view. In here, first of all, we will create our navigation drawer, and for that you need to change the layout manager from constraint layout to the drawer layout. And after that create a navigation view. The navigation view weight will be wrap content, and for the height we will say match parent, and also what we need to do is give an ID to our navigation view. ID would be navigation view, and after that you need to define the menu and the header for our navigation view. For the menu we say the menu equals to add menu navigation.demo, and it will start displaying our navigation drawer menu. And after that you need to define the header for our navigation, and header layout equals to add layout, and the layout that we have created for our navigation view, which was the navigation drawer header, and we select that. After that what we need to do is since for now it will be displaying the navigation drawer in our main screen, we need to change the gravity so it will be hiding. For that what we need to do is change the gravity. We say Android layout gravity equals to star, and now you can see that our navigation drawer has lifted to the left side of our screen, and that is what we wanted. Now use is a toolbar, since the toolbar is more flexible than action board. For that, what we need to do is create a layout, and we will be displaying all our contents and also our toolbar inside this layout manager. We will click linear layout, match parent. Inside this we will create a toolbar. We will say that the width is the mesh parent and the height is wrap contain. We will give an ID for our toolbar. We will say with toolbar, and after that we can give a background to our toolbar. We'll select this background. Now that we are done with our toolbar, now we are going to our main activity and start coding in here. We are done with designing. What we need to do is we will get a reference to our toolbar. Okay, for that we need to make an object of our toolbar, private toolbar, and make sure that you will select the one with the Android X but not with the Android. Okay, toolbar, we name it toolbar. Inside your on create method, got the reference from your toolbar. Inside the activity main.xml, toolbar equals to find view by id r.id since we add an id for toolbar, supported action bar. In here we need to pass our toolbar. Now that we are done with our toolbar, we need to get a reference for our navigation view, private navigation view, and then we will initialize this navigation view with the navigation view that we have created inside our activity main.xml. For that, navigation view equals to find view by id r.id dot navigation view, and we are done. Okay guys, now that we have instantiated our navigation view, we need to display the navigation drawer icon into our toolbar. For that, what we need to use is a class called the action bar draw toggle, and we name the object of this class toggle, which is equals to a new action bar draw toggle. And this action bar draw toggle class constructor takes 5 parameters. The first one is the context, the second one is the drawer layout, and the third one is the toolbar. And for the second one, we need to go to the activity main.xml, and we need to give an ID to our drawer layout. We say simply this is a drawer layout. After that, go to your main activity, find the drawer layout, and instantiate the drawer layout inside your main activity. We say it would be drawer layout, and in here drawer layout equals to find view by id r.id dot drawer layout, and pass this drawer layout to our action bar drawer toggle. And for the third parameter, we need to pass our toolbar, and also this constructor need 2 strings for open and close. For that, what we need to do is go to our string.xml file. In the values, open the values, and in string.xml you need to create 2 strings. We name it the navigation open. We give a value of open, and for the second one, navigation close, and we give a value of close. And after that, come back to your main activity, or dot string dot navigation open, and for the last one you will pass the string close, or dot string dot navigation close. Now that we have created the action board drawer toggle, we need to pass this object to our drawer layout. For that, we say that the drawer layout dot add drawer listener, and we pass our toggle object, and it is done. The last thing that we need to do is to toggle our to sync our toggle object. Okay, for that, toggle dot sync state. Now let us add the click listener to our navigation view. For that, what we need to do is navigation view dot set on navigation item selected listener, and in here we can create the item click listener on navigation item selected listener inside our onCreate method or outside our onCreate method. But if we create this method on click listener inside our onCreate method, the code will be getting complicated and ugly, and for that reason we will be creating the set navigation item selected listener outside our onCreate method. For that, what we need to do is go outside our onCreate method, private navigation view dot a navigation item selected listener. We name this class object listener, which is equals to a new navigation view on navigation item selected listener, and this will give a list of items inside the navigation view. Return true for this to work. Make sure that you terminate the statement with a semicolon. In here we will be create a variable of type int. We will say id, which is equals to item dot get items id, and after that, using the switch case, we switch to the ids. Okay, switch, and we switch to the id. Now, based on the ID of the item that has been selected on our navigation drawer, will perform our actions and pass this listener to our navigation view dot set navigation item selected listener. Okay, for that we pass them. Now use the case of the switch, and case dot or dot id dot home. In here we simply, for now, we show a toast message. Home is selected. Now you need to make sure that you break the case, otherwise it will run for all cases, and after that you just need to copy and paste for all other IDs. Okay guys, the last thing we need to do before running our application is to remove the main action bar. Go to your teams, and in here change the style from the dark action bar to the new action bar. Now let's run the program. Application is installed. Let's see that how the application is working. As you can see, it's working fine. As you can see, the notification bar is cutting the navigation drawer. So let's solve this problem. To solve this problem, what we need to do is to make our notification bar transparent. And also the transparent notification bar will only work for the API level 21 or above, and not below that. For that, what we need to do is go to our values folder, create a new value resource file. We name it style.xml, and then in the available qualifiers, go to the version and define the version in here 21. Okay, now we have created our style.xml file. To make our notification bar transparent, go to the themes and themes, go to the copy the style from here, Ctrl C, and come back to your newly created style.xml file, Ctrl V, you can just delete this line of code, there was no need for that. And in here create a new item for the status bar color, and what we will define is that the color of our notification bar would be transparent. And one last thing before we going to run our application is to go to our activity main.xml. In here write down fit system window and make it true, and after that run the program. Okay, our application is loaded. Let's check out. As you can see, the notification bar is transparent in here, and also the click listener in here is working fine.